ChatGPT, OpenAI has some incredible tools that are out there for the average person or any person to use to speed up their life, to help their life, whatever it may be. However, there is controversial things that are being done. One of them that I've just seen, and we're gonna do some videos on things that you can do to help improve your life, because I think that what's coming is absolutely unbelievable with ChatGPT and Lensa, what OpenAI is doing, DALL-E, Perplexity AI, just so many amazing things that I've been learning about over the last couple of months. So we're gonna share those going forward. Again, we want this channel to be about questioning everything with boldness, and I think that I've been caught up in this too, that AI is going to crush the world, and Elon Musk says robots are going to kill us eventually, things like that. My mindset switched back and forth for a while, but I think at the end of the day, humans always adapt. We always figure out a way, and God knows what he's doing. Nothing happens for no reason. I think that, the big guy looking down on us sees all the technology and the good things that are happening in the world. And for some reason, social media and news, we only focus on the bad things that are happening. And we want to prepare for the things that are happening and the crazy things that are happening, because that's our responsibility to do that for ourselves, for our family. We have free will, free choice that we're given to do that. So there was a controversial thing that I just saw on Twitter, that someone, used their API for the ChatGPT to go into their health screening apparatus and talk to people that were having mental health issues or needed help or something like that. And, they were just getting ripped. Many people were like, oh, that's, attorney-client privilege and all this, all this random gobbledygook and stuff like that. However, he wrote out a bunch of lessons from it. And one of them was, people are seeking help, obviously. And it gave me insight into AI and what's going to happen and what could happen. But it was the learnings from what was going on, and they were saying that the chat, GPT, the AI could not empathize really well, obviously, with the human. And the humans were able to really detect that easily. And they were able to, once they truly figured out, again, that it was AI, it immediately turned people off. And, for good reason right now. But again, because a robot or machine can't empathize or doesn't have the human experience that we do, how can you empathize with someone when you don't have that? Hey, you haven't been through the grind. How can someone try to empathize or talk to a Navy SEAL, really, when you haven't been through Buds Week? That's one of those things, Buds Week. I've been through Buds and Hell Week. That's something that you have to go through, and informs that bond, that camaraderie. You have something in common with each other. And all of us here, humans, we're all, sinners. None of us are perfect, and we all go through that slog. We all have bad things happen to us, and that's where you have this common bond with your fellow man. And it reminds me of a quote too, by the way, of Jim Rohn, one of my favorite personal development mentors of all time, saying, everyone's going to go through pain in their life. And some go through the pain of discipline, and some go through the pain of regret. So a little bit of a side tangent, but it makes me think of pain. We're all going to go through pain, but what kind of pain are we going to have in our life, and how do we respond to things? What's good is bad, and what's bad is good, as Bob Proctor would say. So what are we doing to improve our life? How are we taking the initiative and doing everything we can do with all the resources we've been given and the time we've been given on this earth from God to change our life and change people's lives around us? And that's why I believe I'm in the freedom education space, and freedom and liberty and free markets and truth and reality and questioning everything, because I believe if we can do that, that's going to help the most amount of humanity. It's going to help the most amount of people. I played hockey. I've done real estate. I've done all these things at very high levels, being an investor, creating wealth and financial wealth for my family. But at the end of the day, that helps me. That helped my, maybe I entertained some people playing hockey. I helped some people getting into houses and out of houses, building houses for them and fixing up houses for them, renting them out to people who needed them. But again, that's one-off situations, right? These are one-on-one things. I'm only able to help so many people at a given time doing that. And that's where, as Bucky Fuller has said many times, before he passed, obviously, your value and the value you get out of life is in direct proportion to the value you give, and how many people can you help. The more people you can help, the more you're going to get out of life. And that's what I believe truly we're all called here to do at the end of the day, is how many people can we serve? How many people can we help build an amazing family? And then how many people can you serve? How much value can you provide the world? And with technology and the things we have now, we have such a gift and ability to be able to do this. So this is where, this ChatGPT thing and the AI that's coming, it gives me a light into AI won't be able to replace humans yet. there's always a chance, obviously, that a robot could be more empathetic, right? And hear you out more and do more. So not saying that's going to be perfect, but right now, it's funny because I think of proof of work. Humans have put in the proof of work. Robots have not. They have not experienced these things. They might have great intellectual answers, great answers from the book. However, they haven't actually lived a life. They don't have the common sense, the street smarts, and maybe they develop that, right? Maybe they gain that and they become better than humans. However, I do believe that at the end of the day, the goodness of humans, truly, I believe all humans are good inherently, that we figured out. Because at the end of the day, we want to preserve humanity. We want to preserve ourselves. It's inherent in us. It's instinctual in us. So we're going to do what we can do. And ultimately, maybe AI, robots, everything, it galvanizes the entire earth. Maybe that's the one thing that we are missing that galvanizes everything. There's people in the Bitcoin world that say Bitcoin is the thing that's missing, and fixing the money will fix the world, and separation of money and state, and everything trickles down from there. And I do believe that. However, maybe it's negative things, maybe it's bad things, maybe it's a lot of civil unrest, maybe it's a lot of really bad things that happen in life, maybe it's AI starting to turn, doing weird things, and people coming together as a human race, as a one large community to combat that and coming together. So you never know, and you want to be prepared. And that's why we've been talking about getting prepared mentally, spiritually, physically, and emotionally to be prepared for what is coming, because we do not know. And at the end of the day, what is life all about? It's about progress. It's about getting better in all these areas. It's about using the talents you've been given. You think about, I thought about this for 20 years of my life, most of my life, is how much I've been given and how many people would kill for the things that I've done, or the positions I've been in, or the places I lived when I was growing up, and happened to be in the right place at the right time. And I was given these gifts by God. So what am I doing with those talents? And it'd be a sin to waste these talents. It'd be a sin to not give back. It'd be a sin to not do what I'm called to do. And when I exit this life, and the big guys ask me, hey, I gave you these talents, I gave you these abilities, how come you didn't share them? I gave you these talents specifically to share them with other people. And what a shame that would be to not have done that and not to give back. So I thank you for being on this journey with me, and I thank you for being part of this community, and I look forward to building it with you. If you like these videos, please like and subscribe to them. Please share them. I do believe AI is going to be, at the end of the day, the 3D printing, the AI, all the trends that are coming, going to be massively beneficial and positive for humanity, just like the car was, just like social media truly is, and the decentralization of media, not just having one megaphone, Walter Cronkite blaring down on everyone and telling everyone what the news was, because it came from one agenda. Now we have all kinds of sources. We have the ability to protect ourselves, to prepare ourselves, remove ourselves from the system, and get prepared and build that parallel economy, build the real world that benefits the average person. So I appreciate you and your time and energy. It's the most important asset we have. The only finite asset we have, like we say all the time, that and Bitcoin. It's the only two I know of. So Bitcoin is time and time is Bitcoin. Make that fair trade for yourself. And this is not financial advice. This is freedom advice at the end of the day. So I appreciate you. Please like and subscribe to this. Please share it with someone you would like to see this, or maybe they don't, and we can battle it out in the comments, and I'll see you on the next one.